Hello ladies and gentlemen, hi guys and girls. Today I have a really small puzzle for you, a small build. It's a puzzle from a Pyra-Minx and I already removed the tips and I also already removed these middle parts here so that our Pyra-Minx now looks like this. But we're not going to need this anymore. We need these parts here. So what we want to do here is take all of these center pieces, put the screw through it, then put it through one of these pieces here, put it through the other piece, put on the next Pyra-Minx part, and then take a small nut and screw it in like this, so that we can later put these pieces back on and have the small modification here. We have to widen this hole here a tiny bit. This is a bit too small, so I will use this small file here. Just go into the hole a bit and widen it. So I will take a little bit of super glue and just pour it in along these edges, just a tiny bit. Now I will use a little bit of epoxy sculpt and fill in all of the holes in here along these two lines where the two pieces meet. To me this looks like the same amount. So I'll just mix this up here. Just like always, I use this tapping method of getting the epoxy sculpt in, which works pretty fine for me. So these pieces are filled now, and I have a bit too much epoxy sculpt. That's why I'm going to use my paperweight 7x7 that's missing some pieces and just put it on there. So I'll also just use the same 100 grit sandpaper now and start very carefully go over these outside edges here, just so that they are rounded off a tiny bit. Alright, so here we have the two pieces now, the middle block basically, and on the other puzzle I had these problems up there too, where I would have to extend a tiny bit more. While the other pieces are in the oven, we don't have to waste time. We can take the stickers off of these two parts too. Right, so now I'll take a little bit of 220 grit sandpaper and roughen up all of the surfaces of these cubies. Okay, so all of the 4 tips are prepared now. I just took these 2 parts out of the oven. And now I need to sand all of the sides flat once again. Alright, so for our first part here, you can see the before and after with the filled part and the new part that's sanded down on every side. And I just have to take the 100 grit of the metal ruler now and round off all of the edges one more time. And now that these 2 parts are done and sanded with 220 grit sandpaper, we can disassemble them and start spray painting them. So I disassembled everything clean it off with a microfiber towel. And now I will use black spray paint and give it some light coats. Alright, so you can see now that if I turn this piece, the nut on the screw would also turn, always. So we have to make this screw head turn freely. That means I will try to set the tension with this piece here and then put a drop of super glue on it and some sanding dust to make it harden a bit faster. So let's grab some sanding dust now. Put it in there. So after about 30 minutes, I think we can finally assemble the puzzle. I usually make a separate video for sticker cutting, but I think for these two I can put the time lapse in here right now. Alright, so here we have the two puzzles now. I think it looks pretty cool. Let's scramble them up one time. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed.